Hello guys and welcome back to the Toffee Blues. Once again I'm Greg and this is the starting 11 show. Brighton up next off the back of quite a good run of form through to the final 8 of the League Cup, coming off the back of a league win against West Ham. Real professional away from home, 1-0 win, regimented backline with a slight change in personnel of course because Young was suspended. Great league win as well. 3-0 against a team who we would have looked at, I know, heavily changed, but as a relegation rival. Things seem to be on the up, and when things are on the up, it's much easier to make these videos because it indicates that we found a system and a set of players that work within it. So, in terms of injury news, no real changes. Coleman, apparently his rehabilitation is going well. He's set to be involved with the under-21s in a game this weekend. Dele Alli is back on grass but still has some time to go, and Andre Gomez, the mystery man, is being frustrated by a calf issue, apparently a recurrent calf issue, but he's coming out the other side of it. I haven't written down the team here because I think it kind of picks itself. Pickford in goal, then the one trouble area is of course Young, who started in the Cup. Old legs, does he start again? Our backline looked great against West Ham, despite him not being in it, not being involved after being sent off against Liverpool. So I reckon Patterson gets the nod here. I know Young scored, looked good going forward, but in terms of just resting his legs, maybe give him another week out. Patterson is planning for the future, isn't he? So I'd have Patterson in. Of course, Branthwaite and Tarkowski is the back two. Age and experience and youth and physicality, they're just a perfect blend of what you want. What you want across the team is that experience and that youth coming together, and we've got that as a microcosm in the back line, and it's just wonderful at the moment. Tarkowski with a goal, of course. Branthwaite just in fine form. In fine form as well on the left. I think Mikalenko is probably having his best run he's ever had in an Everton shirt. Long may that reign. No need to take him out at the moment. Midfield partnership. Again, it seems like taking Idrissa Gueye out might have been somewhat of a catalyst. I know there's been changes all over the pitch and systems locking in, but one of the things that seems to have contributed to that is James Garner coming in for Idrissa Gueye. Just gives us a few more options for progressing the ball through the midfield. And of course what you miss with Garner is the ability to make interceptions and break up play, but in that first half James Garner made more interceptions than anyone else on the pitch, so he's clearly stepping into that role as well and filling that vacuum that would be left by Idrissa Gueye, but giving us a bit more going forward. Onana, probably again in his best run in an Everton shirt. Seems like he's growing into the league. Feels like such a cliche for a young player from Europe, but it does feel like he is more consistently putting out the good attributes that we saw in those early performances at the start of his Everton career. So those two as a midfield works wonderfully for me. Another person who joins them in that stature is Decore, revelation in that position. Has been crucial. I think he probably walks back into the team. Of course, he was replaced by Danjuma for the Burnley game, but I think Decore get him back in the side. The wide players, really happy with the wide players at the moment. Dwight McNeil and Harrison. Harrison, of course, one great goal, but still got a bit to prove, I think, to make sure he nails down that space when you've got... and it's nice to be able to have these conversations about having a little bit more depth. But when we got players who are, Dobbin, still hungry, you feel like he's probably still knocking on the door of opportunities. You've got Danjuma, who you could shift on one side. Harrison needs to sort of earn his spot. A few more goal contributions in the coming weeks would do that. Palace and Brighton, tough tests, but could happen for him. Then up front, Calvert-Lewin, of course, he's wonderful goal against West Ham. Really back to what we want from Calvert-Lewin. Of course, all the videos go up when he scores that 50th goal, but it does, when you watch through him, just remind you what a player he is and how much we've been missing him. And it's no coincidence, and I mentioned the Garner for Garner thing, but the important one really is Calvert-Lewin coming back into the side and having a consistent run of games. Shame for Beto. Seems to be a bit of confusion, with Chimiti coming on instead of him in the late knockings against West Ham. Why is he not getting the opportunities? But he came on, got an opportunity, and took it, in my opinion. One very wayward shot, but also a good assist for Young, where he chased what looked like a lost ball and just reinforced that I'm here at this club, and my initial favour with the fans is because I care so much. He goes down and starts praying when he scores, and you can when he gets the assist, and you can see how much he loves it, wants to fight for the opportunity. So I do think it's Calvert-Lewin going in though. So that's the team. I think it's quite simple: Pickford, Patterson, Tarkowski, Branthwaite, Mikalenko, Garner, Anana, Decore in front, Harrison, McNeil, and Calvert-Lewin. Changes potentially in terms of fitness, and maybe people need a break after the weekend, after the midweek game. Maybe Young in for Patterson's the change I could see happening there. Let me know what you guys think. Was it risky to go with a full strength team against Burnley, or is it just so important to keep picking up wins and building some sort of momentum? Let me know, what would you change to that team, and hopefully we're facing Palace with more points yet under our belt. Cheers guys, see you next time.